Imagine a friend comes up to you and asks, hey, I wanna go rock climbing, or hey, I wanna try out paddleboarding or backpacking. And no matter the question, you are physically ready to go out and have an adventure. That is my kind of fitness. I'm Outdoor Anthony. I've been on the American Ninja Warrior TV show 5 times. I've been to the national finals on it a couple times. I'm a competitive rock climber. I'm a professional archer, and I was a parkour instructor for a long time as well. All that being said, I like getting outside. I'm gonna show you around my athletic course that I built for myself in the backyard, so you can take some ideas home with you and you can make some of your own cool stuff with very minimal budget and minimal supplies. You guys ready? All right, knife throw. So as you can see, I don't have a very large backyard, but I do have a lot of awesome trees, which I've exploited and put a lot of bars up in. If you want to start with anything small first, start with some kind of hanging bar. I found this pole on the side of the road. $0 to put this up other than my own time, I guess, right? I want you to start small and then work your way up. For a lot of folks, hanging is already taxing, so we'll just try out hanging. You can hop up and just hang, and even if you want to hang for 5 seconds, to 10 seconds, to 15 seconds, to 20, maybe you can make it up to a minute. That is awesome. And if you can't do a pull-up, totally fine. What we can do next is just shrug. If you can hang here and also do some shrugs, that is amazing. That is really, really awesome. Now, if you want to take it a little bit higher, you can kind of get your elbows involved. So as we're shrugging, you're pulling up with your elbows. Yeah, perfect. Now that is our move. If you want to make it even more further, you can see if you can get your chin to the bar. So that's here, pulling it up to the chin. Got that? Sweet. If you can make it to there, then it's all about getting your chest to the bar. So, getting your chest up here. If you can do that consistently, then the last thing to do is the muscle up. Ah, that was sloppy, but you see the point. There's a progression with every kind of person when it comes to athleticism. Work your way up to whatever your threshold is. I mean, look at me. I'm not Bruce Wayne. I'm not giant, ripped, and buff, but I will say that it keeps me lean, active. I think that's the key to a healthy life. So now that I got 2 bars set up, they're a little off, right? So you can see that it's kind of at an open angle. I would say that's at about 120 degrees, or maybe 110 degrees. I can still do something with that. Let's watch. Oh. Oh my gosh. So that's fun. As you can tell, it's less about hard pull-ups, hard lifting, and just swinging, you know? Feeling that freedom of movement. Once you have that feeling, exercising comes so naturally and so nice. So focus on fun. That's gonna be the main point of today's video. Every morning, my personal thing is this is not what you should be doing, is if I can do 10 muscle ups in a row, I know that I am at stasis, if not getting stronger. I'll do that at the end of the video because that's very exhausting. This bar has 2 things on it. It has number 1, a climbing rope, a big, thick 1.5-inch manila rope that I can climb up and down. If you want to start off using your feet and doing that hooking method, maybe work up to doing it without your legs one day. Now, as you might be able to see, I have some weights attached to a carabiner down at the bottom, going up to a pulley. That rope then connects with my hand rope that then finishes off into a nice piece of aspen that I found, which is really nice on the hands. Now this aspen is gonna act like my handle for a rowing machine, and I'm gonna show you my backyard way of rowing. Now what you saw me dig were fresh new divot holes. Those are gonna be what I plant my feet into as I pull back on our handle. Let's check it out. Make sure it's even. Very good. There we go. Sat on a dog toy. There it is. So it's slow, controlled movements. Oh, this is so nice. I always imagine I'm an old sailor on a ship and they need me to like row all the way to shore. The more controlled and slower I do it, the better it feels. And I'll say this aspen wood feels better on my hand than anything that I could get in a gym. It's nice and soft textured wood. Ah, so nice. So I honestly haven't counted yet how much weight this is. These are just all the extra weights that I had laying around the house. But this is a 2.5 pound, so it's 5 pounds. I'm guessing this is another 10. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Another 2 on this side, so 30. 30 plus, that's a 35 plate. 65 pound rowing, that's really nice. You might be wondering, why is this rope so long? Well, in the wintertime, when it's too cold to come outside, I can still row. I unravel all of this and I put it through my window, and I have blocks in my room. That way I can row through my window when it's too cold out. It is tough though. This one's pretty nice. All you really need is a sledgehammer and a leftover tire of any kind. Usually the taller the tire, the better, but you've seen it in movies. Just smash that tire. I like to move in circles. That way I'm staying keen on my feet and I'm not getting complacent with my muscle group. And it's always shifting. It kicks my butt though. Listen, I know I'm not looking like Batman or, you know, like Alan Richardson, but I do know that I am strong, fit, and I'm getting stronger every day. And I think a lot of people can't say that. I don't have any kind of home gym or a workout routine. I used to take a lot of MMA and boxing classes. I don't do that anymore. However, it's nice to have a punching bag to just practice some shadow boxing and have a bit more feeling with your body, right? I think a lot of what MMA does is tighten your core and make your arms super useful. So you're not just doing this or doing this. You can really motion your whole body to do certain items that are typically not seen in your everyday life. So if you want to get a punching bag, you don't have to be an aggressive, like angry macho hitter. Try open hand hitting, doing soft movements, or even better yet, go to your local community center and see what martial art they're teaching. And that is exactly what I did. Yes. Welcome to my favorite pole in the entire backyard. It's high praise, right? This is my martial arts pole. So as you can see, I wrapped it in that same boat rope that I used to lash all those poles up, and I made it very tight because if I'm hitting things with swords, it makes a lot of sounds, or it sounds like a lot more chill. So if you ever do want to do any kind of sword training or martial arts training and you just have wood or you have poles, wrap it in some rope. It's great. I learned Filipino martial arts, FMA, and specifically Eskrima. So the use of 2 swords to really focus on mental dexterity and hand dexterity. It allows me to tighten up my shoulder muscles. You can see I have a popping out clavicle. That means that I really have to work extra hard on that shoulder rotation. So taking up a martial art, even if it's very chill, even if it's Tai Chi, something to just tie your entire body together is really worth keeping that movement. Very tight. Focus on your footwork, focus on your hand movement, but I do recommend getting into some kind of martial art. I bought a bunch of different kinds of swords just to get your body movement down, right? So you can feel the different hands. I realistically know I'm not gonna get in any kind of sword fight, but it really helps my body all stay as one. It keeps my core tight too. If you've seen my videos or my TikTok lives, you know that I really like my knives. That was good, right? So anyways, as you can see, it's good, fluid, applicable movement with my arm, which I really enjoy. And it's super satisfying to hit. So this is one giant crosscut piece that I found in the woods. You can buy pieces like this online. It actually split a while ago, so I had some extra braces on the back. That way it didn't split again. But it's really nice. And then as you can see up here, I have a black hook that hooks up, and I just tied all this piece. Oh, that rope is underneath there. That just protects it from the knife a little bit more. That rope hooks onto another hook that is roped to the tree. As you can see, the trees are not harmed at all, and there are no nails or anything inside of it, which really helps if I need to take it down in a couple hours, I can do that without a problem, which is really nice. So, knife throwing, guys, it's really great. And then of course, I have my leftover knives here. God, I love throwing this one. This one is just so nice. Exercise. And of course, the last thing that I like to do is shoot arrows. This is kind of a one-armed activity. I'm learning to shoot left-handed as well. That way my body kind of like, I don't know what the word is, but make sure that I'm not lopsided. But it's a nice relieving activity for me to do. And if you don't have anything dangerous in the background of what you're shooting at, I specifically encourage going to an archery range or going outside. It's a really great way to build up strength with the stronger bows that you get. I'm gonna show you. Feels so good. I can stretch out my arms a little bit. Do an activity that I really love. It's worth having something like this for you to get outside. So, archery is my way of getting outside. What's your activity? What is it? What is it? So guys, that's it. This entire setup that I have here, I mean, it might not be much to you, but it's a lot to me, and I could definitely use it to exercise. Maybe runs about $200 to $250, including the archery targets, including the knives. So I recommend exploring. You don't even have to look outside of your own garage to find useful items to make into your own outdoor gym. I promised you guys I would do 10 muscle ups at the beginning of the video, so now I'm gonna have to do 10 muscle ups. All right, before I do this, make sure you subscribe to my videos if you haven't already. I'm Outdoor Anthony. I do nature education videos. I'm gonna have a lot more stuff coming soon that is really cool and very adventurous. Oh my gosh, I just worked out so much. I guess I'm gonna do this now. All right, 3, 2. Yes, they're cheater ones, but it's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew, getting those legs involved, huh? 8, 9, whew, 10. I can do one more. Come on, Anthony. Those are the least clean muscle ups I've done in a while. I think I pinched my wiener. Anyways, I'm Outdoor Anthony. Watch my other videos. Have a good day, guys. Get outside, have your own adventure.